get me excited. But no, you had to take the steroids away. Well, you know what? If you kept steroids in the game, I'd be a full baseball fan.
Taken away from him. Under 4 left, the barn is alive again.
Got me in my hormones, all gas, no brakes, score 4-0 if you think you
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Sports Show episode 350. 350 of these bad boys.
I can't believe
Through a lifetime, through a history. The catalog is there. It started from Real Locker Room Talk. It has since turned into the Sports Show, where we talk about sports and a lot of great things too. Here's the thing. Before we get going, I want you to do what it seems that everybody in the world has been doing lately to the Sports Show, and that is subscribing and following the channel. Record-breaking numbers.
Huge.
Mitch Hodges' mug is all over the internet. People can't get enough. We want Mitch. We want Mitch. At Sports Show Podcast, look for the blue and white logo. That's the real one. That's the only one. That's the one you want to be if you want to listen to this content. Same thing goes for YouTube. Click, subscribe, like it, hit the bell and the buzzard. At Sports Show Podcast, I'm giving it to you again. We'll go slow-mo. At Sports Show Podcast. Look for the blue and white logo. Hit subscribe. Thank you for everyone who's joined. Thank you for all of you that are active and giving us the commentary. We like that stuff. We want the banter. Be part of the show. It's great. Mitch, I'm fired up.
Boom.
It's an early Friday.
I love it.
It's we're doing things a little bit different here.
A little different
It's like
today.
we read the Padra Sutra.
Well,
and we're getting inventive when we do the sports show.
It's true. Can I just say, may I say, on behalf of me, on behalf of my family, and that family of the Sports Show, and the ACT alike, and the Mike McGuire, and the Celebrate, happy birthday, buddy.
Stop it.
All the best to you. His birthday's coming up in a couple of days, but because, the show is the show, I wanted everyone, get onto the YouTube, subscribe. That's the present he wants. It's the only
that's all I wanted.
present he wants.
That's all I want.
Tell a friend, get subscribed, and send this guy a happy birthday to you. So you're getting you're hitting the 40 to the twos?
Yeah, not 40 as well.
Right.
42. Not 42.
Let me tell you something.
42.
42, great year.
Let me tell you something.
In 1942.
Jackie Robinson,
Yeah,
right here.
right there.
We're making history. Sports
right.
Show 42. I'm coming into my prime. I hit the 40s. I hit it hard.
Yeah, that's right.
In a good way.
Actually, somebody else on the show has also got a little birthday.
What?
What? The good Amy.
What?
The good Amy. You don't think you thought I forgot?
Oh, don't
I didn't
know
forget.
it. Oh, don't I know it.
Happy birthday to you too.
Happy birthday.
For all the great work you do for us. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You know what? And the present we can give you is you get those more subscribers and the checks will be coming and in bigger numbers.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Danny Farah,
Hey.
honey, sugar baby, you
you
know
doing?
I love you. But the numbers are the numbers.
It's true.
And if you come to Alberta,
Yeah.
I can't fight you like that. I
No.
can't. You can't do that, so I apologize.
Don't be
I
that guy.
apologize.
Don't do.
I'm not that guy in real life.
No, you're not that
I was
guy.
just joking.
No, it's a joke.
She say something. Anyways.
She should have.
No, she should have. I would have. I did. No. Here's the thing. Danny Farah, we want to give a shout out to that guy too. What a good sport he
Yes.
is. He indulges us.
Absolutely.
He indulges us.
And to all the YouTube guys this week, I don't know what you clicked on this week, Amy, but man, there was a lot. I got on the boards. Had a little more time than Dimitri does lately. And I said, I'm going to start rebuttaling back. I'm starting to... And to be honest, there was no horrible comments. And even if there were, I went back and said, hey, some things.
Speaking of nice comments,
Yeah.
can I just say one thing to close that off?
Sure.
The whole joke is because my birthday is April 6th. The good Amy is on April 9th.
Right.
And I said, that's awesome. I go, hey, like me and Amy together are 6 and 9.
That's true.
We don't play like that.
No.
The fact of the matter is it's not about me and it's not about her.
That's right.
What we have is the greatest threesome in the sports show.
Absolutely.
Being, me,
Great.
Mitch, and the good Amy.
That's right.
So
That's it.
I just wanted to keep it clean.
Clean.
So
Leave it right there.
Get that's 96 business
on.
out of the way. It's just we got a good wholesome
Where's your
threesome
mind?
between us. Yeah,
What's
where's
going
your
on?
mind?
Yeah, what are you
We're
doing?
a triad.
Well, you're better than
it's a threesome.
That's right.
We all take turns in the rotation.
Everyone, you know what? Exactly.
Yeah.
1 week I'm on top, Dimitri. Bam.
That's what partnerships
It works
do.
around.
That's what partnerships.
Rotation.
It's all about the.
You know what it's all about? Rotation. Like baseball, I was minding my own business. I was perusing the nets. You know what? That worked out perfect.
That's it's your best segue ever.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. You guys know we're not a big baseball kind of community here on the Sports Show. But when they have something good, we like to jump on that bandwagon like everybody else. So the season just started last week. The New York Yankees. Everybody hates the Yankees. Why? Because they're good.
Yeah.
Let's just call it is. They got a lot of money. They're kind of the bad boy, so you hate them, but you like them. And they're out in New York, so again, you hate them, but you like them. It is what it is.
Yep.
They changed a few things over the last little while. They changed the whole idea of, hey, you don't need that clean cut like this. Dimitri mentioned it. I've been all over the nets lately. I said, hey, honey, I got to clean this up. And you're welcome, Sports Show. You need this, not what you saw last week. So hopefully it's a little better.
Look at that put him over there. Come on. Look at that thing over there.
Speaking of the Yankees, you know the Yankees have not won the World Series since 2009? What? What are you talking about, Mitch? They're in the news all the time. Exactly. It's called marketing. The reality is the Yankees are hated because they're that good. They just are always relevant, kind of like the New England Patriots from years before. They're just always there, hanging out, whatever. And with all due respect, baseball kind of needs it, right? They need that bad boy. They need that. Years ago, that movie, Dimitri, what was that beautiful movie with Jonas Hill, Brad Pitt, that took over the internet, took over the world?
Yeah, Moneyball.
Moneyball. And what was that movie about, Dimitri?
He had to let go of Pena.
He did.
He had to let him go.
And Dimitri, what was that movie really all about?
Analytics.
And the change of baseball and how it went. These guys started doing some math.
They
started figuring out. There was a Yale guy. He started doing some math. Yeah. So the Yankees said, let me figure this out. You know what? This analytics thing. Who's getting on base? That makes sense. Okay, if he's on base, that means we got a better chance of scoring. The Yankees took it that next level and said, okay, getting a walk and getting on base is great. You know what's cooler? Home runs. Home runs are cooler, and they're better, and ratings are better. So they went to the internets, and I'm sure they put a job board together, and they said, hey, how do we get more home runs? And then somebody in that organization said, you know what? Why don't we go to MIT? So they go to MIT, the big Boston college, weirdly enough, in Boston, rivals, weird.
Boston.
They go and they say, hey, who does physics here? Who's a physics guy? Yeah. They find that guy out. They're like, hey, how do we make, staying within the rules, the ball go further and hit home runs? This guy goes, I got a great idea. Let me do this. Let me do that. Change the bat. Boom, boom, boom. The New York Yankees in week 1, 15 home runs. Guys last year that had like 2 or 3 home runs already have 4 and 5 home runs, respectively. It's the torpedo bats. It's taken over the world. The Major League Baseball Association is not very happy, though, because they're like, guys, hey, I know you didn't change the bat, the weight, or anything like that, but you're kind of cheating. Dimitri, thoughts on the torpedo bat? Is it legal? Is it not legal? What should they do? Because a lot of people are like, well, because it's the Yankees, they're not going to change anything. They're not going to do anything because it's the Yankees.
Come on. What are you going to tell me? That the Houston Astros were sending signals from the crowd now?
With a garbage bin?
Come on. Okay. Now we've heard it all, everybody.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yankees are cheaters, we know.
Yeah.
Look, let me explain something to you. Okay? Sure. Gentlemen, ladies, honey, sugar babies, NHL hockey. Started out with the Louisville. Started out with whatever the sticks they were slanging back in the day.
You got it.
What do they got? They got these composite. It went from that to aluminum to graphite to flex to composite to where we are today.
Diamonds.
Diamonds encrusted, okay? Diamonds.
Diamond bats.
Like Chamillionaire, right? Okay? No Limit Soldiers, NHL.
Done.
So the whole thing is... the Utah Master Peas. Now that's
a good
name.
I like that.
That's a good name.
Write that down. Okay.
I'm
the only one with a pen. Hold on. Okay.
The fact is that they changed it because the game got better. The players liked using the apparatus. And yeah, the game has changed, but no one's complaining about it. No one wants to go back to the wooden hockey stick.
Very well said, sir.
Now,
yeah.
If this is producing home runs, if this is getting some excitement.
It is.
Then why not adopt, instead of fighting it to hinder it, why not adopt it across the league?
Is he on
Why
my
not
notes?
adopt
Is
it
he in my
across
notes
the
again?
league? You want your game to get better? You want people like me and Mitch or Mitch and I to actually tune in and stomach a full baseball game? Forget the season. Let's just stick to our.
That's right.
Let's just run to first base first.
There's no reason to get more games.
Let's just
There's
relax.
no reason for this.
All I'm saying is that this is in-your-face entertainment value because I am telling you, I follow baseball because I'm just a sports fan. I keep my pulse on it. The Yankees are doing good. They start undefeated.
like
Life's
this.
good. The Jays, that's it.
A faint pulse.
Still there, right? It's there. You know what I mean? It's like tomatoes in a sub sandwich.
Medic!
I'll take a couple. They got no business being there, but I'll take a couple. Where I'm going, and after all of this, is that get me interested. Last time I was Sammy Sosa,
Yep.
Mark McGuire,
Right.
Barry Bonds.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we're talking some serious stuff. I mean, then you got the Hernandez Jeter era, excuse me. So we're talking, get me excited. But no, you had to take the steroids away. Well, you know what? If you kept steroids in the game, I'd be a full baseball fan. And if you take out the torpedo bats in the game, I'm just saying.
That's right.
You almost got me again. I'm like a fish watching the lure.
That's right. Dimitri, I'm baffled with baseball. Let me ask you a question. This is why I don't understand with these guys. They went through the era where they're like, hey, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Oh my God. How do you overfeed a fish, by the way?
do
Like,
that?
what is up with that?
What kind of animal, sick animal are you as a fish owner to overfeed the fish? The thing's like floating halfway up.
Oh no, I gave him 6 pellets. He's dead. That glutton ate them all.
Like they give you instructions. Like that's the whole thing too. Like they're just,
honey, I'm going to have one more.
Yeah.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
and you want us to
You
buy
don't
the
know
dog.
me.
And you want the dog? You can't even take care of the fish? And for all you pet fans or pet owners out there, if you even try to tell me that a
right.
fish is harder than a dog
Yeah.
because of the maintenance, I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it either.
Unsubscribe.
Hey, no, don't.
No, don't.
But,
We're just kidding.
But he's right about that part. But Dimitri, here's the thing. They went through an era where some reporter one day goes, hey, Mark, what's that supplement you got up on your shelf? And it destroyed the league. It destroyed the league. You guys are going to have a Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
With all due respect, no Barry Bonds, no Roger Clemens? That is so crazy to me. Will my son ever understand what that is? Probably not. But for us that are here now, that's crazy that you guys are not going to have those two dudes in there, all because of a rule which you didn't have in your rule book, but you guys implemented after the fact, whatever. Today, technology is taking over. Am I a big fan of it? No. But at the end of the day, it's here. Are you still using a typewriter? No. Are you using a computer? Sure. And guess what? If you ain't using AI, you're behind. The Yankees did something for all of baseball to use. Go and call a guy from MIT. I'm sure there's another one of those guys over there. Do some math, figure out the bat, and guess what? Best design wins and off you go. Baseball, you're making a mistake if you guys try to stop the Yankees from doing this. They're not cheating. They're just smarter. They're playing, you guys are all playing checkers, they're playing chess, and they're winning, and they're laughing, and I love it. And I absolutely love it. I actually am going to pay attention to baseball because of the torpedo bat.
Yeah, I'm watching the Yankees.
And who are you to judge on shapes, by the way?
Who are you
All shapes are needed. Small, big, curved, doesn't matter. What's the bigger problem?
Who are you to air and judge us?
Well done. Well done. We're off to the NHL because we don't need this.
We don't need it.
We don't need this. The NHL's got 8 games left. 8 until the first round of the playoffs, which is, let's call it what it is, the best time of the year.
The best.
Okay. I got to say this. I went to the Flames game last night. The atmosphere, great. They beat Anaheim 4-1. Fun time. First time my son's ever gone to a game. Everything in a bag of chips. Okay? Here's the thing. Flames, you guys know it. We're way too. St. Louis is now all of a sudden just they're on their way to, like, you know, other things. It's now Minnesota, but even that math doesn't work out, guys. At the end of the day, the MIT guy that came up with the torpedo bat and the Flames and the math and the thing, it's not working out.
Yeah.
It was, me and you joked around earlier. Talk about the worst timing of other teams going on a heater when you need a heater. You know what I mean? It's not that the Flames are playing bad, Dimitri. It's just like, talk about opportunity. I'm a big believer that the Flames are going to miss the playoffs because of that game against Vancouver a couple of weeks ago. They were up by 1. They beat Vancouver. They go up by 3. And in my opinion, that was going to change the trajectory of this.
That's a tough one.
Thoughts on that real quick?
Well, there's two things. There was that loss.
Yeah.
And then what's really sucked is that they go and they do the Eastern trip and they beat the Islanders, they beat the Rangers, they beat the Devils. You come out with 6 points there. You're doing amazing.
Right.
And it looks like it's going to be all for naught. But I will say this. At the end of the day, the Flames are exactly where they should be. They should be fighting for a cusp up. So I don't always want to be the positive outlook fan that says, well, here's the bright side. Like, no, everyone's there to win.
Right.
Am I upset that the Flames are not in the playoffs as a fan? Yes. As an NHL outside observer, I could care less this year.
Right.
Because let's also face the fact. The Calgary Flames are one of those teams that if they get in, they're hard to play against, but they're one and done.
True. I would say that. I mean, especially about the caliber and who they would be up against, like a Winnipeg. Which
the only thing that would have worked is if they played Edmonton in the first round.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Because then even if they lose, now you're making money.
Money, son. Money.
You're making money.
Dollar bills.
Money. No limit soldiers.
Let me say this. As we talked about that once before, this is where I really wanted to start the show off, especially on the NHL side. A couple of weeks ago, I brought up McKinnon. I brought up Hellebuck, and I brought up Leon Draisaitl for MVP, okay? Right. And we were all kind of decided, we're like, I guess it's going to probably be, I at the last minute, I kind of started changing my vote towards Hellebuck. I think you said Leon, right? And then, so as of right now, and if you talk to a lot of NHL analysts, McKinnon was the front runner. Yeah. As of last night, McKinnon now, so 2 nights ago, McKinnon was actually tied with Kucherov. Cooch came out of nowhere, like they always do.
Don't they?
And he tied at 111 points. As of yesterday, though, McKinnon had a good game. He's at 114. Cooch is at 111. But this one guy came out of nowhere. Oh, what's his name? Oh, Cale Makar. Wait a minute. Still plays on the Avalanche. Just scored 30 goals. First guy to do it since 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm changing it up a little bit. MVP race right now, as it stands, Makar, Hellebuck, and I guess you got to say McKinnon. Or do you? Dimitri, what are your thoughts as we head into the last week of the NHL playoffs? 7 games remain. Call it 2 weeks, 10 days, whatever. But right now, I'm telling you right now, my vote for Hellebuck stands. I'm going with Hellebuck, and I'll explain why. But what are your thoughts on Makar being a front runner now?
Well, you got to look at that.
Do you not?
Who said Cale was bad for you? Huh?
Yeah.
Who said it?
But where did it come from?
It's like the broccolini, just the mysteries to life. But it's,
where the fuck did it come from? Where did it come from?
That one got you. So
write this down. Keep going. I got to write this down.
So the idea here, ladies and babies, is that you got to look at the Makar. But now that with Draisaitl kind of going down,
but he's got 50. No, put him in. Sorry, right. I didn't mean to take him out.
No, you're not taking him out. I'm just saying, unfortunately, with him going down, it might hinder him a bit. Mm-hmm. The Kucherov, I get it.
Yeah,
right? The Kuch, it'll get you.
It'll get you.
It'll trap you,
and it'll get you.
Okay. Okay.
That's right.
It go down, but it gonna get you.
It's gonna get you.
It's gonna get you.
And then you want to go down for some more.
That's for Dr. Ryan Todd. Gonna get you. Okay.
Gonna get you.
So but McKinnon's been the consistent, hey?
Draisaitl
and McKinnon have been the consistent guys all year long.
Watch this. You got McKinnon at 114 points right now. Let's say he ends up with 120, 125. Sure. Great year. Okay.
Good year.
Is it a good enough year to go two times in a row? Right now you got Makar. First time to have a defenseman score 30 goals with a week and more left since 2009, and where Green from Washington did it back in the day. Calgary guy. Or do you go with a Hellebuck? Follow me on this. Now, I know a goalie doesn't play every single game, but you got the Winnipeg Jets as the number 1 team in the league. He's got the most amount of wins at 46. Save percentage, 924, number 1 in the league. Number 1 in shutouts with 7. And number 1s with goals against average at 202. Ladies and gentlemen, How can you not give it to Hellebuck as of right now?
That's tough.
I'm telling you right now, the more I look at this, the more I look at it, Makar in for MVP race. McKinnon, you're out. Draisaitl, you're in. And Hellebuck in. Those are your 3 MVP race candidates.
Ooh, that's tough.
I'm telling you, man.
It's a tough race this year. I like that.
No disrespect to McKinnon because I would still start my franchise with him, but he doesn't need to win MVP every year.
Yes, he does.
And but Dimitri, I go back to the Lamar Jackson situation. You got a guy, Josh Allen, wins MVP this year, but Lamar had a better statistical year than he did last year where he won it. It makes no sense. You got to give it, if you're going to, and the NHL's horrible at this. They give it to the guys with the most amount of points. That's how they do it. So you're going to give it to McKinnon because he just happened to have more points than Makar? Makar right now is showing you he is the best player in the league. It just is going that way.
Okay.
You're just leaving it like that. Just leaving it like that.
You're starting to convince me.
I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense.
What? I was just...
It doesn't make any sense.
You said something nice. Usually I got a rebuttal, but I don't.
So it brought me to a little thing because, I've been sitting at home and I've been working and I've been doing my thing. Excuse me for a minute. Dimitri, carry this for a second. I got to grab one thing. One thing. Watch this. Oh, crap. Hold on.
Oh, no. What's he doing? The Mitch is doing something. You know what I love? Oh.
I got my black book out. And everyone knows when the black book comes out.
Oh, no.
This is where I write my notes, everybody.
The Chictionary.
I would.
Do you remember that episode of Fresh Prince? When he gives it to Carlton and it starts glowing?
Isn't that
I feel the power.
Now what? And it glowed and everything. Yeah. Okay, watch this. So when I said that to myself, I'm like, well, now you got 2 MVPs on the same team. Makar and McKinnon. Everyone knows McKinnon's a little bit crazy. He's a little nuts. And so you don't want to go to McKinnon and go like, hey, listen, we're pushing you to the side. We're letting Makar take over MVP race because he'll start a fight. But what if the NHL says, no, it's going to be Makar. It's going to be McKinnon. Then my brain started going. And I said to myself, what if we did a segment called You Can Only Pick One?
Oh, okay.
Dimitri, Makar or McKinnon?
Oh, you Santa Maria.
Only pick one.
I like me my Makar.
Boom.
I like starting from the back end. I'm Greek.
Kuch or Vasilevsky? Do you see what I'm doing here?
Kuch.
Kadri or Huberdeau? Do you see what I'm doing?
Gary Lehman.
No, be nice. Pick one. Pick one.
Michel Petit.
Pick one.
Kadri.
Pedersen or Pedersen in Vancouver?
Pedersen. The other one.
Eichel or Stone?
Oh, Stone.
Okay, here. Now we're going to the 3 ways.
Amy.
Scheifele, Connor, or Hellebuck? You son of a bitch.
Hellebuck.
You son of... Last one. You ready? Last one. Barkov or Kachuk?
Oh, wow. This is a good one.
Do you see the situation here?
Barkov.
Every team needs a little bit of something, but every team needs... every team should be happy that they got these scenarios in play. But at the end of the day, McKinnon, you might have to give up your presidency. You might have to give up the crown to Makar.
Wow.
Done. From there, we go to
King
Vegas.
Kale.
What am I talking about? This. I was perusing the nets, and buddy, the Winnipeg Jets, the number 1 team in the NHL right now, do you know where Vegas has them? Has them currently right now in a list.
Are they 6-1?
Not just 6-1. Where do they rank top 10 right now to win the Stanley Cup?
Okay, I'll put them at number 6.
9.
What?
The number 1
Just
team
like
in the NHL.
Just like Amy and I.
Exactly. Is at number 9. Not 6. It's at number 9.
All
That's
the
right.
signs are there.
Follow me on this one. Right now, Vegas has got Dallas as the front runner. Yes or no?
Vegas has Dallas as the front runner.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Argument not wrong. Yeah, I like me and my Dallas
At
right
number
now.
2, Florida, defending Stanley Cup champions. At
Reigning,
number
defending, and give some respect. I like that.
At number 3, it's the Colorado Avalanche.
I can see it. I saw it.
At number 4, it's the Edmonton Oilers.
Makes sense to me.
At number 5, it's their own team. It's the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
They're going to get you.
At number 6, the Lightning, all of a sudden coming out of nowhere.
Not ahead of the Capitals.
Not number 8, at number 7, the Hurricanes.
Okay.
Number 8, the LA Kings are getting more love than, ladies and gentlemen, than the number 1 team in the win in regards to the Winnipeg Jets.
You know, that LA team looks scary.
And then
They
at number
really
9,
do.
some other books, though, so that's one of the books. And some of the other sports books actually has Toronto and also the Devils ahead of your Winnipeg Jets. Now, with what I just said, I'm a front runner now for Hellebuck to win MVP.
Where are the Capitals?
The Capital, believe it or not, buddy, they must be at number 10 because I stopped at 9, so it's got to be number 10.
Wow.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Is this where last year, if you remember, playoffs started and right around this exact time last year, there was a report or some team came out and said the Winnipeg Jets are a fraud, right? And then they ended up falling apart against the Avalanche in the first round of the playoffs. Yeah. Are we going to see the same thing from the Jets this year? Is this why they're not getting any love?
Potentially.
You think so?
Yeah, potentially. You guys, it's, we can't fall for the same joke twice, so we got to wait and see.
Right.
We got to wait and see, right?
But that's, as a bettor, you got to put some money down on Winnipeg right now. There's no There's no way around it.
Right now?
You
of
got
course.
If they're placing at 9, that to your point, 6, 7, they might be 10-1 odds to win. You got to put some money on the number 1 team with the number 1 goalie with the most to prove. Because Dimitri, if they falter again, if they make it to the Western Conference Final, one thing. But if they lose in the first or second round, bro, this is not good.
Well, hold on.
Not good.
See, here's the bad thing.
Okay.
What if they end up with the St. Louis in the first round?
Well, that's a them problem, isn't it?
Well,
that's a them problem.
I'm just saying.
As of right now, it looks like it would be a Winnipeg, Minnesota if the playoffs ended today.
That's good for them.
Good for them. Also, kind of a rivalry. I mean, they're not far away.
No, they're
boom,
not.
Boom, back and forth.
No, they're not.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go and we're going to pick our teams in a couple of weeks once all the dust settles and we figure out who's in. But I'm going to give some love to Winnipeg because right now, I'm always on that guy that if you disrespect somebody too much, something's going to happen. And when you're number 1 for all year long, Dimitri, you got to give a little love where some love is deserved, bro. You just got to do it. You got to do it. We're off to the NHL Sports Show Power Rankings. Brought to you by Sinatra, 403-472-5222. At number 5, listen, this team has been exactly where they are right now and probably will forever. It's the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
I like it.
At number 4, I'm loving what's going on with Montreal and the New York Rangers right now. I am loving it. They are literally, this is a heavyweight title. It's going to go to the last game. Dimitri, real quick, who do you got? Montreal or New York this week going to the finals? What do you got?
Down go Rangers. Down goes Rangers. He did the boxing analogy.
I like that. At number 3, it's Carolina. This is a team that at the beginning of the year, everyone's like, watch out for them. They get ratting it, or they get kind of slow, boring like they normally do, and everyone's like, who knows? Then they get ratting, whoa! Then they don't sign, they're like, oh. And then all of a sudden they're like, they trade them, they're like, oh! So they're on pace for yeah, exactly. But you know what? As of right now, you're at number 3. At number 2, it's Canada's favorite team. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're leading the Atlantic. And you know what they're doing that's smart? They're staying the hell away from Florida and or Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
You come second in that Atlantic, you're out in the first round.
You're done.
Your only chance is to maybe take on the Ottawa. I hate Canada on Canada violence, especially now with this whole U.S.-Canada situation going on.
We need numbers.
We need us to all band together.
Oh, my goodness, the Utah Tariffs.
That's a great name.
That's the name.
That could be the scariest name in all of the world. And at number 1, You know why this guy's getting number one? It's a guy. It's Ovechkin.
Yeah.
2 goals away. 2 goals away, you sons of guns. I'll be the first one to admit I didn't think the guy had it in him. Props to the Ovechkin.
He had a broken leg this year.
And he was out drinking this week. There's video and reels of him sitting at the bar, just chilling out, having a drink, minding his own business. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our hero. This is our hero.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut because when it happens, I got a rant for all of you that made me pull out the calculator almost a decade ago.
What?
And I'm going to leave it alone. What? Because he's 2 away.
2.
And 2 happens to be the number that fills up most of the number of Sinatras. Give him that number one more time, Mitch.
403-472-5222.
That's right. Because when you talk about who's on top, whether it's Ovechkin, whether it's Big Dick Nick at Sinatra's, wherever it is, by the way, Great Pie, you got to get your butts down there.
That's right.
If you're talking about the top, you got to talk about the flop. And the flop of the week this week also goes to one guy. See, I was a little worried when Mitch said one guy. Is he going to take my thunder? Is he going to steal my recipe? No. My guy, the flop of the week, is John Tortorella. Listen here, Johnny boy. Let me explain something to you. You are not a coach to rebuild teams anymore. They don't let you stay that long. They can't see your vision. And you're not the type of coach that goes in there and has to recreate and reinvent the whole wheel. Stick to what got you to the dance. I want you to stop with the Phillies and stop with the Columbuses and stop with everything.
Stop it.
I want you to go back to the Tampa Bays. I want you to go back to the Rangers. Stop selling yourself short, and I want you, Tort, to go and find better teams to coach. Otherwise, all you're going to do is just be there for 2 years and get fired.
Can I give you one crazy stat real quick? I don't know if you saw this running around on the reels. Ovi, 1,485 games, 892 goals. Okay? Mm-hmm. As of right now, Gretzky, finished off 1,487 games, or at that point, has his 894. They're literally right there with each other.
Yeah, so this is because a lot of people that don't know these numbers, give or take a game or two, are going to go back and be like, well, Gretzky's still a better goal scorer because maybe he does it in a touch less games, however the chips land. Okay. Listen, not if it's within a game or two. There will be nobody that could argue to me the fact that one is not a better goal scorer than the other, given, come on, look at the competition. Look what Ovi's got to get past the net, okay?
Yeah.
The only thing that I'll say in Gretzky's favor, just one. And if I'm a Gretzky fan.
You hearing this?
Just one.
One thing.
One thing.
Go ahead.
One. Not two. One. If Gretzky didn't pass the puck as much as he did, how many actual goals could he have gotten? That will always be the great debate.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think, totally off topic, on topic, off topic, I didn't have this in my notes.
That's not like us.
Do you think a goal and an assist should count the same?
No, I've always said an assist should be like half a point.
Or call it one and a goal's two.
No. You know what I think is the second assist should be half a point.
100%. The second assist never made. So last night, funny you say that. I see Cal McCarr score his 30th goal, and then he ended up getting like 2 or 3 points or whatever he did in the game. In one of the assists he got, he shot the puck, it missed entirely, hit the back of the board, came flying back, and the guy tapped it in. He gets an assist for missing the net. And then tapping it in.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, he's not the only one. It happens all the time. Do you think that should be counted as assist?
I just think what they should do is everything should be a point, but now they should actually track the metric. How many second assists have you had?
Agreed. Because the second assist, man, I'm with you. I don't even think they should count it. Just get rid of it. Why even? Like, that's just going to take somebody's job away. I'm sorry. Doge. I get it. Okay, I'm sorry. But get rid of that guy. You don't need second assist guy.
Don't Doge the question. The second assist.
Just the first assist. The guy that passes the puck to that guy and he scores totally counts.
Yeah, because that's how goalies get assists, right? Where it's
the guy. No one ever talks about the guy that set up the guy that set up the guy. That's crazy.
That's like one of those stories where it's like, I remember when Van Halen was like coming through town, and I was with him. What do you mean you were with him? Well, the after party. I was with him. Like, were you sitting with him? No, I wasn't sitting with him.
No.
I was at the place that they were at.
I was in the other room.
You're hovering.
But we're in the same room.
No, I didn't actually see them. They came after a show, and I ended up getting in. We were there.
How about this one? How about the wingman guy? So me and you both premise that we're pretty good wingmen.
We're great
for our
wingmen.
friends. But that means you're starting to get accolades to the second guy. So the guy that like was standing next to me when I was doing all the talking gets an assist because he was next to me? That makes no sense.
Listen to me. That's called vice president status. There's work to be done there.
Wait a minute. So me and you go out to the bar.
Right.
Okay. And one of our buddies is talking to a young lady. So
Okay.
You do all the talking. Okay,
I'm talking to the lady.
You're talking to the lady on behalf of your buddy. Your buddy has told you, hey, this girl.
Oh, this is where I'm getting
up.
confused. The buddy we're talking about is not you.
Not me.
Buddy.
Okay. Buddy is picking up girl. Okay.
I come in.
You
to
come
help
in as
buddy.
the first. You're the first wingman.
Okay.
You're first wingman.
Done.
You go in. I see what's going on.
Yeah.
I come in, but I'm just more or less hovering, making sure no one's coming in. I'm deflecting maybe some.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I think I need to do as a second wingman, but you're doing all the hard lifting.
Yeah.
But I didn't do anything. I didn't even know the young lady's name. Didn't even say hello to her.
Right.
I'm just playing point. I'm blocking out. I'm security.
Yeah, but point's good. Security's good.
However, at the same time, at the end of the night, let's say guy and girl hook up and everything's great. Next day, we're all chatting. You should get the accolade. I didn't do anything.
Hold on a second.
You can give me some praise. Go, hey, man, Mitch watched out for us, but...
Yeah, but people will gather that. But here's...
At the wedding, I'm not going to get any accolades, nor should I.
Oh, hold on. Here's the thing. Number one.
Yeah.
So you got the talker in. I come in first wave.
You're first wave.
I'm talker behind the talker. Because the reason, let's face it, me and Mitch were great wingman because we'd be talker filler people.
Well, exactly.
This is what he really means. This is what he's saying. He's just a little shy. Doesn't know how to say it. Oh my God.
She broke his heart.
All the good guys are taken, I know. But anyways, I'm here for my friend.
Big deal.
Thing is, and we get that.
What, you think $300 million is a lot of money? I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm
sure.
just
Anyways, I
continue.
don't know. You don't fly first class. Is weird. Anyways, here's the thing. That's an important role.
Right.
Now, here's the problem that I have. Is not that if you came in and took credit and overstepped your role.
Okay.
And then you start, like, when you're telling the story with the buddies.
Right.
And then you're like, okay, guys, that was great. Like, yeah, Dimitri was talking. Buddy was, they were working. But when I came in, I started, like, pushing people off.
Right.
When you start to center attention yourself.
Right.
That's when, come on.
But I don't think. Do you think second assist guy is doing that on first assist guy?
No, it should be first and second. It should be goal scorer and first assist guy.
That's it.
Should be
only talkers.
Recognizing if second assist guy did.
Oh, I see. So they got to do like some paperwork at the end of the night.
It's like exactly.
They're like, hey,
Logistics.
Does Murray deserve? You're like,
he was there.
Fine. And most NHL guys would be like, yeah, just give him the point.
Here's where I know where you're coming.
Right.
Because if me and you were third or second assist guy,
we're
not boasting about that.
Oh, I'm boasting.
Oh,
I'm boasting.
But here's the other thing too: is like
it's a contract year. It's a contract year, Dimitri.
Hold on. The other thing too is I always question second assist guy in that scenario that you just laid out.
Yeah.
It's a very important life scenario. Do you want to know why?
Right.
Because second assist guy, point man over here, who's doing the talking, is distracted. Buddy now has to ascertain whether or not you are there for the CB, or you're there to help out.
I hear you. I get you. Okay? I'm hearing where you're coming down.
I put my phone on airplane mode. I don't know why it's
I was going to
buzzing.
say, who is that?
I think it's a team.
I thought I was having a heart attack.
Oh, did you? I'd help you.
I'm like, well, thank you.
Okay.
As a first to help.
Okay, first
now,
of all.
somebody else comes out and gives me mouth to mouth. No offense, you didn't help me.
I was just going to ask you that question.
Well, go ahead.
Well, the thing is if you go down, do I have carte blanche to give you mouth to mouth just in case?
Oh, you can do. Damn right you can do mouth to mouth.
Would you? Okay.
Okay. Since we're on the NHL still, last question. It just came up yesterday. Old cousin Jim got me on it yesterday.
Now we got to roll, Mitch.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Old cousin Jim got me on it yesterday because I didn't hear about this. Then I did some work perusing the nets, and it's an actual fact. Connor Bedard ain't so happy in Chicago. Real quick, without knowing all the details and what's going on, apparently rumor is that his agent has said, you know what, you don't need to re-sign or sign anything right now because he's still on the entry level, right?
That's right.
They're like, hold on, let's see what Chicago does. Should Bedard do as his agent says and just wait it out and see what Chicago does for him? Or does Bedard pull some weight and say, listen, I may not have all the weight in the world. I may not have all the stats that I was kind of hoping to have. You know what? I might want to jump out of here in Chicago. Thoughts on this rumor that's swirling?
If that is the case, Chicago, I'm telling you, you're getting away with one here.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. Because they got to figure something out.
Yeah.
Chicago's got to actually figure out what they want to do with this guy. Right. He's not the player that they thought he was.
You're going on that one.
Yes, I'm looking at Chicago saying, oh, he's unhappy.
Interesting.
Oh, this might be our out. Let's see what we can get on the back end. Mitch, I'm telling you.
Stay tuned. I'm not going to jump on this one. You know why? Because I'm on your agree. I'm actually kind of with you. I just want to learn a little bit more about it. Jim kind of threw it at me. Oh, cousin Jim threw it at me.
Cousin Jim.
And I said to myself, let me look into it. I'm going to look further into it. But I think I might be on your train because I agree. We brought it up before. Is Bedard everything he is in a bag of chips? Sure don't look like it.
Don't look like it.
But we got to take a look. Real quick, instead of basketball, real quick, Final Four. It's happening this weekend, and then the national championship will be on Monday. Dimitri, first time in a long time, all number one teams. Duke taking on Houston, Auburn taking on Florida. Who do you like in the Final Four, and who do you like in the national championship? With all due respect, disclaimer, Dimitri's phenomenal at this lately. Phenomenal. Last few years, he's actually picked the Final Four.
Not bad. The Final Four. Listen, I wanted Gonzaga just for our boy over there. You know, and it was more of an apology because I told him to F off.
Yeah, you did. That was
episode.
kind of rude.
Yeah, but I didn't
A little
directly.
aggressive.
Listen, it wasn't for him to F off. It was just the whole scenario.
It was aggressive.
It was.
I know. You're right.
That's it.
You didn't say it to him.
Yeah, I didn't.
You're singing about him.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I just can't help the fact that maybe come to the realization that Duke's going to win it all.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But Houston, honey sugar babies.
This is the
Let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
Duke should win it all. They're supposed to win it all. What? I mean, they're back, aren't they? But they forgot one thing.
What's that?
Brother-in-law Brendan just set up a flag in Houston.
That's
and you know what that means. Right. See, I believe in miracles just like everybody else.
Oh, boy.
Houston is going to win the tournament. I got him.
You got him. You know what? The fact that it's Houston-Duke in the Final Four, that should be
the final.
I am going to go with Duke. I'm not going to lie to you. Love Brennan. I respect. Congratulations on the move, sir. But I got to go with the team. The Cooper flag. This kid's real. He's real. You know what else is real? Rapid Banter at number one. Here we go. Jokic or G.I. Alexander for NBA MVP.
It should be Jokic. It really should. I mean, when you're averaging a triple-double, enough said. And when you're getting put on the bench because you're trying to, really manicure and tailor the guy, that should be it. Here's the tough part. When you look at the statistics and you get the in-your-face one and where OKC and all that is, unfortunately, it's going to go to that guy.
CFL has a new commissioner. It's Stuart Johnson. What's CFL and what is Stuart Johnson? Okay. Guy from Canada.
I think Jokic should get
Guy from Canada's heading over to China to get. He's been blind all his life, Dimitri, and he's about to see for the first time. Keep him in the dark or let him see the light.
It's the only guy that could drive.
Dimitri! Cut the Amy! Cut the music! What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? I was joking. Don't cut it. Don't cut it. I don't care. That's potentially 2 billion YouTube subscribers right there. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I will answer each billion of you tonight.
Now cut it out.
No, don't do it. NFL executives have cut the request to do the tush push. So the tush push will stay in 2025. Dimitri, yes or no?
The Greeks have been doing that for over 2,000 years.
Okay, the other day I'm watching Sportsnet, right? And they were talking about, here in Canada, we love our curling. Dimitri, who's more of an athlete, the curler or the dart player? Who's more of an athlete?
Dart player.
Dart player.
Because if you can focus
Right.
while you're drinking things that take you off focus, you're an athlete to me.
Last question, rapid banter. We're gonna do our NHL predictions in a couple weeks, but it makes me wonder. I was looking at the Maple Leafs. I was looking at the Oilers. In my eyes, they're the exact same team. I have to pick one to win the cup. Who do I pick? Oilers or Toronto?
Somehow it's going to end up as a tie.
There it is. Rapid banter. Episode 350, and I can't believe it.
Happy birthday.
Happy freaking birthday. We're off to Maga Malaka. Here it is. I got two of them this week. Dimitri, you tell me which one you want. Because it's your birthday, you get a choice.
Ooh.
Box 1 or box 2?
Okay.
First one, fictional athletes. Yes, it was on again. Major League. I can't help it.
Oh.
Fictional athletes. Maga Malaka. Which ones you love? Which ones you hate? Maga Malaka. The other day I saw this. I thought it was hilarious. They're letting kids decide names for schools down in the States. Okay? You can imagine on some of the names they predicted. I have some and I have some of my own. Dimitri, names for schools in the States or fictional athletes?
You know what? Give me fictional athletes. You know I want
It's
it.
probably more safer.
You know I want it. Yeah.
Here we go. Maga Malaka, fictional athletes. Rocky Balboa, Maga or Malaka?
Oh, the guy's a Maga. Come on.
How about the bad guy, Drago, Maga or Malaka?
You know what? Drago was a Maga too.
He really was.
Yeah, he was.
That I want him more than Rocky.
Yeah.
Like the Russians were right. They built the exact scenario
He
of
did.
what they
Listen,
want.
by conventional rules, he won the fight. Like, you can't go down 19 times.
That's another.
Like, at what
kind
point-
of rules do you guys have over there?
At what point, like, does the ref not call it?
Yeah, exactly.
In Russia, like, you think the fix was in.
You would think. Got a lot of pay.
You know, judging by that movie
Right.
and seeing what's going on politically,
Yeah.
you know, like, to stop the war and to, make relations great,
Yeah.
why not send in Rocky? I mean, he did it in Rocky 4.
I agree. And it was and it was on Christmas Day.
It was a nice speech.
It was a nice speech. Sticking with those guys, Apollo Creed and Adonis Creed. You only could pick one, the dad or the son.
Oh, the dad. Come on.
dad,
Carl
yeah.
Weathers all day
Come
long.
on,
He was
all
also
day.
Chubbs in Happy Gilmore.
Beautiful.
Guy could golf.
Speaking of that, Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn, Maga or Malaka?
Yeah, Maga.
He really was.
But he got a little arrogant in the Major League, too.
He did.
He got
was
a
wearing the
little
suit, corporate Ricky Vaughn.
Come on.
That's like corporate John's. What? How about Dottie Hinson, League of Her Own, the back catcher?
You know what? Malaka.
Malaka.
A little mean to her sister.
No, you know what? I thought she was great.
Yeah, well, she cost them the championship.
She did.
She did.
She chose family over championship, and that should never happen.
Yeah.
No. No wonder they don't have a league anymore.
I don't
It
see-
was a league of our own. It was a league of 1 year is what it was.
That's all it was.
How about Scott Howard, a.k.a. Teen Wolf? Maga. or
So we
Malaka.
watched that the other day.
So did I.
And Teen Wolf is also, that was Mitch's nickname in high
Can
school
I
as well.
swear to God, that's what they called me in high school. I'm not, it's not even a
Did they
joke.
actually?
Yeah, swear to God.
It was shocker.
Dude, here's a story for you guys. Grade 7, I have full chest hair. Grade 7.
Grade 7.
I'm taking my shirt off to
Yeah,
change.
yeah.
And the guys were looking at me in the locker room like, who's this 35-year-old in the room?
This is weird. I thought Chewbacca was like 7 feet tall.
Well played. Well played. Well played. Air Bud, Maga or Malaka.
Malaka. I needed more dialogue.
Well, you know what? Also, how about this? It's a dog
Yeah.
playing on a flag football team.
It's not even believable at this point.
And why is the dog wearing a helmet?
Teen Wolf's believable.
That is very believable.
So Air Bud versus Teen Wolf 1-on-1.
Oh,
Let's see.
Teen Wolf all day.
Of course, man.
course,
Did you see that dunk? He did like 5 rotations.
Yeah, I saw it.
yeah.
Forrest Gump, Maga or Malaka.
You know what?
Yeah.
Forrest Gump is the Bo Jackson of movie athletes.
He really is, isn't he?
Maga and a half.
All day, every day, and twice on Sunday.
Running, football, ping pong, Vietnam, you name it.
And he didn't even use his running skills like for money. He
Yeah.
did it. He just went for a run and people started following. Imagine if he was to run a marathon or the Olympics or whatever. You're absolutely
Exactly.
right. He didn't even do that one.
Exactly.
That one was just hobby. Ricky Bobby, Maga or Malaka?
You know what? Maga.
Maga.
Yeah, that movie was on again the other week. It gets funnier and funnier each time I say it.
It's
Don't
one
you
of those
put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you?
Happy Gilmore, Maga or Malaka?
Okay, first of all, Happy Gilmore himself is a Maga.
Yeah.
The movie itself, listen, between that and Major League, we got to do our 64 list
We
again.
gotta do it again, yeah.
We got to bring those back.
Absolutely.
Happy Gilmore might be the greatest sports movie of all time.
Number 2's coming out. And all the celebs are coming back.
They're all back.
They all want a piece of this action.
They want a piece of it.
You know what? I'm gonna say here's the thing. Love the movie, love everything. It's a Maga. But when you think about it, they go in and out. Like the fact that he's a golfer, but he doesn't wear the attire, which we all know is a penalty. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Is he in? Is he out? Is he part of the actual PGA or not?
Yeah, but he beat Shooter McGavin. Straight up.
Buddy, I can't
While
wait.
the other guy hit him with a Volkswagen.
Now, maybe one of the greatest athletes of all time, Jesus Shuttlesworth, Maga or Malaka.
Listen, man, he got game.
He got game.
Okay, it's not just a title. It's
And
a life philosophy.
Do you know what my favorite part of that movie is?
Denzel
is when
Washington?
Denzel
Yeah.
put his hand behind
Yeah.
to stop the chestnut to happen. Oh, that's some nice. That's some nice.
You know what? That's a great movie.
Great movie.
You know, for all of you who haven't seen it, he got game.
Why is that movie never on, but all these other ones are on all the time?
Yeah, I know. It was
don't get
such
it
a
either.
wicked movie.
Okay, couple more. Adam Banks, a.k.a. Mr. Mighty Ducks, Maga or Malaka.
Yeah, let's face it. I mean, the Mighty Ducks would never have a chance if you didn't cross the pond and play for them. You
It's
know
true.
What I mean?
It's
Like,
true.
That's
he
all
is
that-
the MVP.
He's the MVP.
He's the MVP.
Yeah.
He beats out Makar. Just saying.
Whoa.
Here's last two. Daniel LaRusso,
Okay.
Maga or Malaka.
You still got to give it to him, man.
You got to give the LaRusso?
You got to give it to him. I think he's a cheater, but he was trying.
What's that? Daniel LaRusso's going to come back. I love that part. I don't know why. Some guy in cowboy boots is on a karate mat, and he's like, Daniel LaRusso's coming back.
But when you watch that when it gets older, my favorite part is like you look like they're just literally in a high school gymnasium.
Yeah.
Like the world was watching.
Yeah, the world was watching.
But really, it's like at Senator Burns Junior High.
And last one, it was his arch nemesis, Johnny Lawrence, Maga or Malaka.
Listen.
Do
when
it.
you say the name Lawrence, in real life, it's LT. Okay?
Okay.
Martin Lawrence in acting.
Where are you going with this? What's happening?
Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah.
Remember the name. All Lawrences are good. That's what I'm saying. It's a pedigree. It's a name. He was the real winner. Okay? He was the real winner.
Best athlete of all time. Johnny Lawrence. It was just a bad attitude, bad sensei.
Yeah.
Take that away, unstoppable. This guy.
Okay.
He had all the talent. He had it all.
Maga Malaka, who do you take as your linebacker?
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Let's put a little Ray Lewis in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Or the water boy.
Or the water boy. You got to go with the water boy. Here, you know why I liked him? He was a little bit of Troy Polamalu. He was aggressive and crazy.
Yeah.
But he was also risk-taking, like diving over the line,
right.
doing things that is unconventional. Give me the water boy over Ray Lewis any day.
And that's why there's nothing wrong with his medulla oblongata. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Sports Show,
Boom.
episode 350.
That's a good one.
350.
That felt good.
Coming at you.
Come
live, unlive.
You want some of this?
You want it? It's right there if you want it. Until then, thank you very much for listening to the show. Please subscribe to the channels at Sports Show Podcast. It's a blue and white logo. Look for it. Love it. Appreciate it.
Badad.
Embrace it.
I'm smart.
And if he follows, he follows. Listen, we thank you very much. Thank you for everyone. The Dan, the Amy, thanks for being good sports. You know, we just try to have fun over here. We appreciate you all. We appreciate all the commentary, the messages, the likes, the shares, all of that stuff that you do for us. We appreciate you. Episode 350, one for the books. We do got to shove it in the locker because we do got to hit the showers. Thank you very much, everyone.
Have a great week. Elon Musk Science Center.
What about it?
Name of the school.
Oh, you're going to name of the school. Yeah, I don't know. That's
I like that one. The Elon Musk Science Center.
That's controversial.
How about the Donald J. Trump Business Center?
Is that on the same campus?
Sure is.
And the Make America Great Again Institute. Polytechnic.
Michael Jordan Goat Daycare. Just throwing that out there.
Oh,
just,
that's right.
For all your kids.
With his lead nanny, Scottie Pippen. Could you imagine?
She don't know the difference between this and them. Now you about to witness. Well, freedom is so now.
W, we're Saved by the Bell by the Sports Show, playing every week. Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Sports Show TV, at Sports Show Podcast. Amy, do it. At Sports Show Podcast.
Locked in.
Amy can do anything.
She's the best.